to another episode of World of Tanks with Guinea Titan. And we're here on the south coast, standard battle, and I'm in the Spah Panzer 1C, the German Tier 7 light tank that we're grinding out as part of the German, going through the light tanks of the German tech tree. Now the south coast, I like when I'm on a light tank to do some scouting if there's a possibility of scouting on the map. Now not every map is conducive to scouting. A lot of the small urban maps, Insker, what's the other one? Himmelsdorf, or places like that, aren't necessarily maps where you pick up a lot of scouting, or scouting is very important because you might get assisted damage and stuff like that, but it's not going to be an important element to your team because the chances of long range engagements where tanks are out of immediate spotting distance of each other are unlikely on those maps, but on this map it's a possibility. Now I thought the engine had the power to get up this way, had the power to get me up this way. Because I'm going for that bush there. Now that bush is I think a very good scouting location on this map. If you have a good stealthy light tank. You don't want to stick your tank out of it really. Actually I'm a little bit too far forward. I should probably be better off a little bit back, more in the bush, but I've got such a small tank that it's working out for me. If I was in a bigger tank like the M41 Walker Bulldog or some of the American light tanks, I'd actually have to be further back. And the thing is, it's a complete passive scouting position in the sense because you can't actually get your gun to bear if you're actually hidden in the bushes. If your gun can fire, you're not in the bushes. But you don't want your gun to fire because if you fire your gun, you'll be spotted and then you'll have to abandon the position because once they know you're here, they'll just start shooting the bushes. Otherwise, I think actually coming down here is not a good idea at all. I think where the Bulldog is, or what the Bulldog's trying to do, is generally ineffective. Because you're going to be under fire from multiple guns behind, and every time you peek, they're going to be waiting for you because they've nothing else to be doing. Now, we've already spotted 9 tanks, so we've got a scout medal already, but the thing is, this is not always an effective position too, I should point out. Because sometimes the tanks go down, say, the eastern side of the map, or they go down along the coast, and nobody actually peeks out this side, or they go down the eastern side of that hill, where the medium tank is making his way along the roadway. It came down there from the cap circle down along the road from A8 down to whatever it is, F7. And there are tanks coming down the eastern side. Sometimes going the eastern side can be a more useful direction for a light tank. Or possibly just going along the edge of the coast. Depends on where you're getting the support from as well. Because here I'm sort of banking on people behind me. There are actually fewer behind me. I think most of my support is actually from the artillery. There's an incoming shot from the artillery that's knocked a fair chunk out of that IS-3, and the IS-3 I was hoping to get rid of now, but around into the IS-3, he's a one-shot kill. And I've just got to get out of here. Once you've been spotted in that location, there's no point in going back there. You just come down the hill, get into safety, and decide what I'm going to do next. Now, do I poke the corner? I'm not spotted, so I could get around, and I really should have shot at the IS-3, to be honest with you. Although a snapshot on the IS-3 was much less likely to go in. Simply because the IS-3 was a one-shot kill, that would be well worth getting rid of it. So I was nervous about poking it a second time because so I thought I'd go wide. That if the tank is pretty stealthy and I could get around to this side, necessarily without being spotted, but I was hoping I would spot the other tanks, either the IS-3, which may be actually dead by now, or the Hohenwald. But we don't see anything. And the enemy are kind of running out of tanks as well, so I can afford to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't have a huge amount of support behind me, but there is a heavy tank, and there is that the light tank. I'm not spotted, but the light tank, or the Hohenwald, has come around the corner against the heavy tank, and I just take the opportunity to finish him off. So I'm spotted again, but I think the IS-3 is gone definitely. And there's, like I said, not a lot of tanks left, so I decided I can afford to be fairly aggressive. We'll come down here and we'll spot the guys in the centre. There seems to be a few of them. Our guys on the eastern side have just been all clustered around there, very, very cautious. Well, I suppose they're engaged in a long-range sniping game with these guys. However, I'm going to disrupt this game very, very suddenly because I'm going to come in here now at the rear. Screw that shot up against the Ferdinand. I should have waited or aimed, one or the other. Tiger 1 has paid attention to the fact that's going on, and he's coming after me while the Ferdinand has just decided to leave the area. Now, I've just taken a hit from the Tiger there, but it's not so bad. I've given him a bigger one back, and don't have the gun depression to shoot the Ferdinand. Almost low roll on the Tiger actually, and we come around. We just finish the Tiger off. So now it's down to 3 tanks. So we've done pretty nicely for ourselves. As you can see, we've had a lot of assistance damage and regular damage. Now there's a Ferdinand and there is the Borsig. So you're going to get rid of the Borsig. Probably going to take a hit from the Borsig because I'm out in the open. And he's gone for the Ram as well. He did a lot more damage to me than I did to him actually. He's a bigger tank, but we're the ones that got rid of him because his turret was not going to... It wasn't going to come around fast enough to beat my speed. And the Ferdinand is dead. Although we did pick up a bit of credit for its destruction, so we picked up some spotting damage there as well. So we finish up with a nice, respectable, like 10 damage ribbons, 17 spotting assistant damage ribbons. We even made a nice bit of money, 53,000 with a non-premium account. 1,600 regular damage, over 4,000 spotting damage. Ace Tanker, Patrol Duty, Scout Medal, and a Sniper's Medal. Patrol duties are ones that I always think are well worth celebrating because it's quite difficult to actually get a patrol duty. And it's difficult to get a Scout Medal and still be alive at the end of the game. Which I think is one of the essence of light tanks. I mean, it's no use getting a Scout Medal if you're not actually alive to see the damage being done to them as well. There's no point in spotting 9 enemy tanks. If your team isn't in a position to shoot them, you need to be also able to spot them when your team can shoot them, which I think we achieved on this particular occasion. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.